What it is, what it do, y'all? It's your boy Dapper back with another reaction just for you. Yes, you. Now, this one we getting into Power Force. This episode 4 of season 2. Finally got that right. I never said that right the first try. But yeah, we getting into episode 4. It was a doozy, man. I think they heard the word on the street about Force that overwhelmingly, like, going on, there's some people that had Force high rank, but overwhelmingly, I think from what I was reading and what I saw was that Force wasn't necessarily received that well from season 1 by the general community. So I think they came out season 2 shooting, because they ain't missed yet. We 4 episodes in, and I'm feeling like it feel like it's episode 8, and it's really episode 4. Like, it's episode 8 material in here, or 7, 8 material here. We only episode 4. So it really got me locked in, like, for real locked in. Like, so shout out to the writers, directors, everything, the cast. The acting has been amazing. You know what I'm saying? Especially my guy Gennard. I think whoever plays Gennard, I forgot his name. I think his name's Chris. Chris Lofton, that's his name. Yeah, he's doing his thing as Gennard, because Gennard is taking a whole nother route than he was season 1. So shout out to them. But we're gonna get into these character breakdowns right now. But before we do that, pause, stop, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you have a comment you want to leave by the time this is done, or the time you finish watching, so drop it down below. Actually, not even if you want to, drop a comment. I'm tired of giving you that option. Drop a comment. But with that being said, let's get into it. All right, as usual, we starting off with Mr. Egan, Egan. You know what I'm saying? I just want to say, taking a shorty on a date, knowing everybody in the world wants your head, like, on the streets. We're not even talking about the police task force and all that, because he doesn't even know about that yet per se. Just people on the street knowing your head and just going on a date is insane to me. Like, I don't know how you manage to have a social life or a romantic life, and people, like, this is why I knew this life wasn't for me, because I could never comfortably walk outside. But I guess you gotta be that gangster. So shout out to Tommy. And obviously we saw what happened. He ends up killing the dude from the Rojas clan or whatever family pretty brutally. And, like, you know what I'm saying, it kind of had him on edge, because he's just like, I don't want to ruin my connects and things of that nature, but I kind of had to do what I had to do. And then, you know, throughout this episode, he's kind of like spying on Diamond. Again, I've been alluding to, like, some type of fallout, but even though after this episode I kind of see it less happening, but we'll get to that when we get to Diamond. But I feel like he pressed Diamond because Diamond was moving kind of shisty and kind of not shisty, but kind of secluded and secretive with that whole officer from, you know, season 1 that kind of popped up in this episode. I forgot his name already. It doesn't matter at this point. But yeah, he's moving kind of shy. So he had to press Diamond. Thought he was snitching on him, but then Diamond finally told him the truth. And I think a moment like that helped settle the tension that was there about, you know, the leadership and the decision making and things of that nature. So I think Tommy has asserted himself as kind of 1A in the CBI ranking, and Diamond's more at a cool 1B. But we'll see how that shakes out going forward. We still got, like I said, six more episodes, and I already feel like we hit nearing the season finale already. But yeah, that's Tommy's storyline pretty much. He pretty much was just being a lover boy and making sure Diamond was alright, like making sure he ain't had to watch his back about his man's Diamond. Alright, so now what Diamond taught me in this episode is that good deeds indeed get you the baddies. Good deeds get you the baddies, because he didn't have to help Leon. Obviously, he's a good, kind-hearted person, sees some of himself in Leon, so he helped him out. And the mom shows up like a mom would, and clearly is showing that, sorry guys, showing that she's interested in Diamond, you know what I'm saying? And I obviously foresee that being, you know, one of many sex scenes to come, because obviously with Tommy dating Miguel's sis, and he's just ranking intel from all, Diamond's just Bachelor of the Year, ranking intel from all over the place. That's gonna be one of those to come. But shout out to him, and, you know what I'm saying, the little relationship he has with Leon is cute or whatever. But I was mad at Diamond because I'm just like, you way too big to be letting this dude punk you. But I get you, you don't want to go back to jail, I get it. But this, like, that dude's a punk, and he's letting that punk is punking you because he has a badge. I would have, you know what I'm saying, that would have been done with already if it was me, because there's just no way. Like, I'm not letting somebody punk me off of you know what I'm saying, just that threat. Like, you're going to have to come a little harder than that, bro. I would just have to get rid of you. And obviously, because of that punking, he goes lying to Tommy about it, you know what I'm saying? And he had to finally come clean because Tommy literally pulled a gun on him like, yo, bro, you a snitch, bro? And like, he's like, nah, I would never snitch, which he wouldn't. I believe Tommy would never snitch, but he had to come clean about taxing him. The cop that was taxing him, basically just to keep himself out of jail, pretty much. All because, you know what I'm saying, some bad drugs killed his sister. Like, how about you? I mean, granted, yes, you shouldn't be selling bad drugs, but at the same time, it's like, your sister shouldn't be on drugs. So, like, you can't necessarily blame the seller for what the, you know what I'm saying, it's drugs is drugs. So, like, you can't necessarily blame the seller for, like, what happens to the, like, to the perp, you know what I'm saying, to the person that bought it, consumer. There we go, that's the word I'm looking for. But, you know what I'm saying, one thing that Diamond does do is get the information from his lawyer contact that the task force is out after them, man. That's bad news. That's real bad news for a guy that, remember, his PO was already on him about everything, making him pee in front of everybody and all that stuff. Like, so he can't be the topic of no task force. Like, his name hasn't popped up yet, but he's standing next to Tommy. It's bound to. So this is not good for Diamond at all. All right, we're gonna take a break from them and hop into the Flynn family real quick. I mean, Claudia's just showing she's a boss. Like I've been said in the last episode, Claudia is what Walter wants in a partner, or had wanted in a partner, but he just wanted it from Vic, and it's just not Vic. It's Claudia, but he just, you know what I'm saying? The dad's racist, the dad's misogynistic. He doesn't believe that women can even hold those kind of positions. So with that being the case, it's on Claudia to kind of do it on her own. And she does, you know what I'm saying? She meets the Serbs, lies to them, tells them that CBI is one unit now, and, you know, all type of other lies to get them to work together. And now her next step is just like, yo, let's get Vic in on it. Obviously, we'll get to Vic and what happens to Vic, but she ends up successfully getting Vic in on their deal. And obviously, she wants to kill Walter. Like, she's had enough. She's fed up. That's just what she's going for. Obviously, Vic may have different plans, and we'll get into Vic next. Yeah, so Vic, like we just mentioned, you know what I'm saying? He's kind of been on his own thing. He's kind of he agreed to work with his pops just to kind of uproot his pops from within. You know what I'm saying? We know he called the police and got the corner boy locked, and, you know what I'm saying, blew that whole mission up. You know, we know Gloria approached him about working together once again. And obviously, he's still jaded from the last time they worked together, so he was like immediate no. But Gloria's just like, look, you don't even know what they doing, like, because I feel like his trigger word is like Gloria, like you know how, I forgot what movie it was, but you know what I'm saying, well, they killed Tyrone, they had a code word, and, you know, everybody just stood still. Like, his code word is like Gloria. Like, once you mention Gloria, it like triggers him to be like, do different things that he thought he wasn't gonna do. So like, basically, he ends up going to check out the bar that, you know what I'm saying, Gloria ran, and it's not like a titty bar, bro. It's all type of debauchery going on in there, and, you know what I'm saying, little to not knowledgeable of the owners that own it now. They didn't know that, but he knows his father's behind that. So now he comes running back to his sister like, all right, let's do this. But then his sister drops the bomb like, look, we're doing this to make money, and obviously we got to kill Pops, which he's kind of shaky on. He's just like, you know, it's still our father. I still die. I still die. But, like, you know what I'm saying, he's just like, he's a little shaky on it, man. He is not really jacking, you know what I'm saying, killing the Pops, but we'll see. He's still jacking, working together, as it seems. So we'll see how close that bond is when it comes to that move, because it's still early. So, you know what I'm saying, we only go into episode 5 next week. It's still time for some betrayal. All right, so Walter spent most of this episode drunk. He obviously, the time was up. He owed the Ireland dudes. Didn't have the money. Paulie, the assistant guy with the little comb over, you know what I'm saying, had offered, like, look, I'll go talk to them, buy you some time, just off of GP. He told him not to do it. But because Paulie's a good and faithful servant, he went and did it. And might have actually bought him some time. But then he find the dude from Dublin, you know, comes to him, and Brendan, and tells him, look, your man's bought you some time. He's loyal. You know what I'm saying? Or tried to buy you some time at least. And then he gets mad that homeboy tried to do what he felt was right. what I'm saying? Almost killed him in front of his wife. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, the only reason I didn't kill you is for my kids, or whatever the case may be. And that was probably a poor impression. Oh my gosh, cringe. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So now he's down an assistant. His kids don't really mess with him. He's self-imploding. Like he's literally falling apart at the seams at this point. He's gonna need some help if he's gonna make it out of this. And I don't know where that help is gonna come from. It might be over for the head of the Flynn family. All right, we're gonna get back into Gennard. We know that Gennard, he starts off this episode with drug-induced nightmares, seeing little K, because it's traumatized. I don't know. I don't know why he sees the body like that. Like, I guess his first body. I'm assuming that's not the first person he's ever killed. I don't know why that happened, but you know, he's off real drug addict vibes. Like he's openly doing drugs in front of his people. It's not like it's like I'm doing my cocaine at the crib. Like he's actively getting high on his own supply right in front of the dudes he's supposed to be working with, which is bad news when you get that comfortable with the drugs. Obviously he's that comfortable with everybody except his girl, or the girl he's messing with now, Shanti. So, you know what I'm saying? And because of that, you know what I'm saying, he's out of whack. You know what I'm saying? He's just moving crazy. And his debt is owed and up with both the Serbs and with Miguel. And Miguel comes to cash in on that. You know what I'm saying? So Miguel puts the pause on him. Basically was about to kill homeboy. But he's lucky Miguel is scared of needles. Because if Miguel wasn't scared of needles and didn't need his sister to do his little insulin shots or whatever that is. I don't even know if it really is to deal with diabetes or whatever. But if it wasn't for that, he'd be dead. So he has to thank God that some gangsters have a very weirdly sharp weak point. But then moving forward, to even increase his spiral, he's definitely like gonna be on his own because his crew don't trust him. Treason is basically no more. Falling apart it seems. Treason is basically nothing. Like, because he done fought his members because he done came clean and said, look, I killed Little K because he broke code, blase. They get into a whole big brawl because, you know what I'm saying, the soldiers take up for each other. They're taking up for Little K, and he already hasn't been that great of a leader, so they get into it, they dip, they're leaving treason. You know what I'm saying? Now he's stuck with like 4 dudes knowing he need money and he don't got no money, but he's still cocky about like, I'm the star of this movie, it's about me, I'm treason. Like, bro, like treason done. You need to go back, run to your brother and go get some help. You're done. You're all but dead. Literally. All but dead. But shout out to him, Chris Laughlin. He's doing a great job with his role. DMACC. Now DMACC, I knew he was gonna go off the rails, but I didn't think it was gonna be this quick. Like, he's with his homeboy, showing off the gun. Rookie move. There's no reason for you to be showing off your gun to your mans. Like, that's the worst thing you can do is let somebody else know you got a gun. Really and truly. Like, in their kind of life. But we move on. You know what I'm saying? So then he goes to Tommy and tells Tommy, like, look, I'm ready to get up in the streets, ready to really move work. Even though Tommy got him working behind the scenes, doing something noble, something cool, easy, keep him out the way. He want to be in the way. And like, Tommy's like, hell no. And like, Tommy's like, yo, I'll kill you if I catch you. Because he's threatening to even be on the other side. Like, he's threatening to go to another side of treason. He's threatening to go to treason behind, not just so you could be involved and make your own bread. Like, that's wild to me, bro. It ain't never that deep. Like, I don't know. Like, that's how brainwashed kids be. Like, they think it's that deep. It's never that deep. And then, like, what I want to know is how he even ended up where Tommy and Diamond was. Because as we know, Tommy and Diamond set up a meet with, because Diamond was supposed to meet up with the dude that was punking him, give him more money. But Tommy showed up. They wanted to negotiate a deal. But dude pulls out a gun, and somewhere out of nowhere, DMACC shows up and pops dude in the head. A cop pops a cop in the head with JP's gun. I think that's an important fact to remember. That was never DMACC's gun. That's a gun that Tommy gave to JP. Now, I'm hoping Tommy holds on to it, gets rid of it properly, but it was never DMACC's gun. So I'm hoping that doesn't end up back in JP's hands, and JP got to get, you know what I'm saying, caught up in with the law or for something that had nothing to do with him. And then if JP's gonna make a choice between him and his son, and JP's gonna try to choose, you know, himself to go to jail, prison, whatever, because he wants to make amends for his son. He can't leave him twice. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot going on, and he's got himself. Now you out there. Now you made your impact. Now you gotta be out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a bonehead move. And I really just want to know, like, how'd you even find them? How'd you even find where they was at? You were supposed to be going on a date, I thought. And like I said, this is Stacey Marks, so I'm gonna use her as the face of anything federal going on. Obviously, the task force is at full throttle now. They got pictures, things of that nature. Old girl from season 1 came back, that from the dude that got killed, Tommy killed, but she held it down and she ratted out on Vic. So it's gonna be interesting to see if that's gonna come back to Vic, because the Flynn family's fallen. So like, him relying on that name low key doesn't help as much. So if that comes back to bite Vic in the butt, that's gonna be interesting. But she did tell him to go talk to another dude, so I'm interested to see if that other dude says anything about Tommy, because she did, because Tommy saved her life. But because the thing is, like, Tommy's lucky too, because they really want Tommy. They need something concrete on Tommy to go after him, but she just wasn't the person to give him that. And then, you know, they up there, they picking up the dealers now. You know what I'm saying? And it's just getting bad. It's nasty. Like I said, it's war going on between the crews. It's war with the police. You know, the law enforcement. It's really heating up. Like I said, it's only episode 4. This is only gonna get crazier and crazier. And like, I'm here for it. Like I said, last reaction video, OG power vibes I'm feeling from this. Like, really just like so much going on. I really don't know like what to even like react to, because like this could happen, but this could happen, but this could happen. So it's like, it's crazy. But like, since we hit the end of this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, most importantly, and then leave a comment. Like I said, I'm not giving you the option anymore. Leave a comment. Whether you finished it, didn't finish it, leave a comment. And with that being said, we out of here.
Big dripper stand up in the ocean. Everybody trapping, we get lost. He ain't